Let me explain why I didn't enjoy The Last of Us Episode 3. And please try to actually hear me out on this one as well.
First of all, let me just say I've seen your video. I respect where you're coming from, and I respect the fact that you wanted to see the game exactly on the screen. For me, this was honestly one of my favorite changes, and it showed the intelligence and creativity of the writers, taking a moment, a character where you didn't even see his face, you just saw his feet hanging, and creating one of the most beautiful stories that I've ever seen. It was heartbreaking and gut-wrenching in a tragic love story kind of way, a modern-day Romeo and Juliet kind of way. It showed us not only the tragedy of the apocalypse and what would actually be some things that would happen in this time, what touching somebody for the first time and however long would consist of, what falling in love would consist of, surviving over that short period of time that they showed in the episode. And it was also so important for us seeing the development of those characters because it helps us to understand the development of Joel. We can't see 20 years of interaction with Joel and Bill and Frank, but what we can do is see their relationship, see how they grew, and see how that would have had an effect on Joel. Joel was clearly devastated after he found out what happened. I mean, leaving a window open to make sure it didn't smell for Joel, and they knew Joel was coming, it's just awful, and he had to leave so Ellie wouldn't see him getting emotional. The most important part was Ellie reading that letter to Joel. I know we saw how Tess's death affected Joel, but this is starting to affect him just the tiniest bit more. And Bill's last words of saying that he found hope and he found some sort of truth in his life and some purpose in his life by finding somebody to care about. When it's Ellie who read it, and if you played the game, we all know how the game ends. I don't think it was filler at all. I think there were hints. I always thought, as soon as I knew this episode was coming, I kind of had a feeling that they were going to make them lovers because of how much they hinted at it in the game if you really paid attention. We also got to see how disease would affect somebody in a zombie apocalypse show, which is something we haven't really seen. How would somebody being debilitated like that, who wasn't debilitated from the start, really affect them along their journey? The choice to simply not go on, the choice to be able to take care of them, the choice to be able to sit with the one you love and to die with the one you love. Personally, I thought it was beautiful. I thought the staff did an amazing creative job at adapting this story to television, and it made me very excited for the rest of the show to see how they establish Joel and Ellie's connection more and to see what really happens at the end and how they're going to portray that.